What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome back to Diablo 2 Resurrected. So, I was live streaming my Paladin, right? And he kind of sucks. He's level 40. And I was trying to go Holy Fire, but it ended up being lackluster while trying to level. It was level 30 or something. Act 5 normal mode, and with a few players in game, it just really sucked. So what I did is I made this character called Paladin Fire. He's a level 65 Paladin. I just hero edited this guy and put kind of basic acceptable gear on him, because I wanted to see how well does Holy Fire perform when it, along with its two synergies, are maxed out. Because that's what I did here. Let's take a look. Holy Fire. So the aura damage does 403 to 1022. And I think that's doubled when they're in attack radius, like in melee range. And then the fire hit damage that adds to your weapon is 2400 up to 3000. With a radius of 21.3 yards at level 27. And of course, I maxed Resist Fire. And I maxed Salvation. Very basic gear. He's using Spirit. Now, this is in a Phase Blade, so that really sucked. Being forced to put that much dex in to use it. I didn't realize it was a Phase Blade until I opened up this character, but that's fine. So he has pretty low HP, but it'll be good for the testing all the more. Bloodfist Gloves. Just kind of attainable stuff, like this basic Spirit Shroud armor. A Peasant Crown, only because I wasn't able to make a Lore Helm, so this is kind of equivalent. Eye of Atlech, only because on my ladder character I actually found a 1 to Paladin skills amulet already. And it also has dual res and magic find, so I would say it's better than this amulet for the build that I'm running. A Spirit Shield. This one, of course, has a ton of res on it, but that's fine. Water Walk, because I actually already found these on my character in the ladder. And Blade Buckle, just a random belt I wanted to put on there. Alright. So let's see how well he performs in the Frigid Highlands, for example, in Hell difficulty. I'm really not expecting much, and I'm thinking that once I attempt to kill a few enemies, I'm going to realize that it was a good idea to spec into Hammer as I did. Because that's what I did. I ended up speccing into Hammer, and it's been a long time since I've had a Hammer Paladin. Ideally, I want to be Fist of the Heavens, but of course you run into some blockades. Like any monster type that's not a demon or an undead, it's going to be quite difficult to kill. So let's see how well this guy can run the Frigid Highlands with Holy Fire. Now, mind you, the hit damage for this item really sucks. I'm just using a Spirit Sword that doesn't have any enhanced damage outside of the superior enhanced damage that's on its base. So you'd probably be using something else that's a bit more optimal for melee damage. Let's see how the Holy Fire does. Oh yeah, it's really bad. Okay. That's really bad. Yeah, we've probably seen enough. I mean, they're healing... they're almost healing faster than they take damage. Look at this. Like, it's not doing much at all. Of course, you can try to zeal them. But, and I'm going to get my ass kicked if I stay out here. Alright, so that test is done. That really sucked. Of course, a Holy Fire build, I mean, maybe if you were to make a super GG one, which maybe I'll try for a video, maybe it could kill those guys in a few ticks. I just don't know. You'd want to, of course, prioritize offensive aura, grand charms, have a torch, have an Annie, and have some fire pierce. Have Hand of Justice or something like that. And the new Flickering Flame Helm, have something like that on. And I mean, maybe you'd maybe it'd be all right. I don't know. I might test it out. But let's see how well this guy can do the pit, for example. Before the pit, let's try the Cold Plains. That's okay. Like, say that you just got to hell, you know, you're level 65. I mean, it's actually able to kill him, so there's that. You're going to be running into a lot of fire immune monsters, like these ones right here. So doing next to no damage to them. So that's probably a notable problem that you're going to run into with this build. See, I respect into hammer at level 34, 35. And as you guys are seeing, that was probably a good idea. Alright, let me try the pit. I mean, at least he can kill these things. But it's quite a journey on its own for that. So I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, let's try the pit. So here now, we are in the pit. And I'm really not expecting much, of course. Like, this is a character with plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 to all skills. And his primary skill is maxed, along with all of its synergies. So with all that being noted, you'd think that it'd be somewhat viable, but it just doesn't really seem like it is. You know, so this is probably a build you want to stay away from. Now, most of these guys are fire immune now, so that's going to be a problem. Oh! Zeal got me killed. Yeah, that was Zeal's fault right there. Alright, let me try this again. I suppose I don't really need the body. I'm going to rejoin the game. So, what we should try is an area like the Stony Tomb, where there are next to no fire immunes. And I believe this is an 85 area now as well. So more realistically, we should try this out, because if you have trash gear like this and you're level 65 in hell, and you're a fire character, you're probably going to be running areas like this. And other ones I think would include maybe the Mausoleum, maybe the Maggot Lair, a few other places. You can look it up online and find the areas in D2R that have next to no fire immunes. But yeah, even with that, I mean, I guess if you're using Zeal, he's still getting his ass kicked. So it's kind of a problem, man. You see that? It's a hard life for this guy. I mean, it's doable. At least you can kill him. But for a character that is so specific to where they can farm, he's just really... I think it's lacking. Big time. Where you probably wouldn't want to run this. Unless if you're... unless if you just have top tier gear and you have like a super godly Holy Fire Paladin that can maybe farm cows. But I don't know, it's yet to be determined. I'm going to try it out with all the godly gear on, and we'll see how well that one can perform. So it seems to me, if you're willing to waste a respec from like the Act 1 Den, a good way to go with the Paladin is to start off as Holy Fire, because you can use it quite early on, and it does well in Act 1 normal. And then once you get to maybe level 25 or so, you might want to respec into a Hammerdin. And then from there, if you're up for the task, you could respec into an FOHer. Alright, so it seems like that might be the better way to go. And this Holy Fire thing is only good to get you through maybe normal mode. And beyond that, as mentioned, if maybe you have a bunch of currency and you want to spend it on some sort of endgame Fire Paladin character that you can just mess around with and run some areas with, and just chill, just be able to just run around things and it'll just die around you. It's kind of the appeal. You know, it's fun when it works, but it's just not good enough, man, when you have shitty gear. But let me know what you guys think about that. Like the video if you will. Become a channel member if you want to support me. Links in the description below, or hit that join button, and you will also have access to my past live streams. So thank you to my channel members. Thank you to my patrons. Blessings to you guys. May the Creator bless you with many wives. And peace be with you.